Hello everybody, my name is 711 and welcome to the third battle of the Pokémon Battle Association Season 3. So, I have a different layout, a cool layout. Now you can see both sides of the battle. And so, if you look at my team, which is in the upper right, compared to my opponent's team who's on the bottom, my opponent has a very scary team, having two of the tiny legends, Manaphy and Jirachi. He brought a Wigglytuff, which I never saw coming. I didn't even prep for Wigglytuff whatsoever because I never fought a Wigglytuff as like NU or PU. So I decide I'm going to lead off with Chansey, and here is his Mega Glalie, as you guys can see. So he decides to go into Micro Heat in case I wanted to Thunder Wave it, and so that's a pretty good prediction right there on his part. But I actually went for the Seismic Toss, so I got some damage off. Now I don't really have much for this. Yeah, I predicted a Pain Split. Chansey has a ton of HP. Justin really plans. Justin plans like crazy for these battles. But anyway, I didn't have anything really to hit this this Rotom very hard at all because Mega Magnetric has electricity and fire and ice. All that is nothing. And I don't think I have a rock type move on Crocodile. But anyway, so he hard switches because I've been using Mega Magnetric to take these Volt switches and such. So he hard switches, and now here comes the Guildmaster. Shout out to Super Mr. The Mystery Dungeon games, the Guildmaster. So anyway, I intimidate this Wigglytuff, but what do you know, it has competitive to sharply raise its special attack stat, and now I'm kind of in trouble. So let's see how much this Overheat does. It doesn't even do half. So I can see that this is a very specially bulky Wigglytuff, and it has leftovers. That's what I was gonna say. So if you look back at my team, my only two physical attackers are there's this Wigglytuff. Wigglytuff can hit the Crocodile with Dazzling Gleam, and it can hit the Staraptor really hard because this Wigglytuff is at +2 special attack thanks to that stupid competitive boost. So I know that Wigglytuffs have a lot of health, so I do some pain splitting stuff. I'm thinking now that the best way to handle this Wigglytuff is to whittle it down. I think that's the best way to handle this Wigglytuff. So there's a Toxic. Trade Toxic for a Burn. I'm not entirely too concerned because Chansey has the whatchamacallit move, Heal Bell, and that's why I preserved the Crocodile even though he is now burned. So I decided to switch into Chansey for that specific reason. Even though he's at +2, look at how much this +2 Dazzling Gleam hurts. It doesn't really hurt all that much. So Chansey can take a couple hits, and this gives me an opportunity to go for Heal Bell. So there's the Heal Bell. Heal Bell chimed. This is lagging a little bit. So two status ailments were healed, and this week I bring a Wish Chansey in order to heal back some health for my Pokemon. Now, that is the plan. Okay, so now comes out Staraptor. I'm realizing that Wigglytuff isn't really all that offensive. Wish protects, maybe Toxic and Dazzling Gleam, but I see that there's another competitive boost as Wigglytuff switches out, so that's interesting. So now this Micro Heat is in, and I decided to go for a U-turn. I was wondering, well, what can I U-turn into? What can I U-turn into? I decided to U-turn into a Chansey. I almost U-turned into the Crocodile. That would have been a fantastic play, because then Crocodile could get a huge hit on anything. Literally anything. So now in comes Pacific. What can this thing do? It carries knockoff. I didn't know that. I've never really run Manaphy. I've seen, you know, Manaphy sweep with like the Calm Mind set, or perhaps the Tail Glow set. I've never seen knockoff. I've never used Manaphy, so I really didn't know that was going to happen. So now Chansey is not going to be taking hits quite as well without that Eviolite. I switch into Cofagrigus. I figure, hey, maybe I can stall out this burn for a while. You know, that would be really nice. So we're pretty deep into this battle here, and it's still 6-6. I was wondering all throughout this battle, can we end this battle in a tie? Could this actually be a tie battle? So there's another wish, and as you can see by Chansey's help, I am forced to wish as well. So yeah, this is just a really long battle, and Chansey is just going to have to wall this Wigglytuff. The odd thing is that this Wigglytuff is doing everything that Chansey is meant to do, and Chansey is an OU, and Wigglytuff is PU. So it's really crazy if you think about it, that Wigglytuff is basically doing everything that Chansey is doing, despite the tier change, the difference in tiers, I should say. So there's this guy, and he sets up the Stealth Rock fairly late in the game. Actually, it's not all that late in the game at all, but several turns in, he switches, and now here's Micro Heat, a very, very good Pokemon in order to take an Overheat, but I don't go for Overheat, I went for Discharge. So there's a Volt Switch, because I'm seeing that I still have nothing for this Rotom Heat. Like, everything I'm doing is just not all that strong against it. So he goes for Volt Switch this turn. I did not go into Chansey. That would have been bad. So there's another Will-O-Wisp. And I say, well, can this Crocodile, can this burned Crocodile knock out this thing? It doesn't even hit. So now this Rotom is getting even more annoying, and my chances of knocking it out are getting slimmer and slimmer. Crocodile has to come back later and survive some Stealth Rock, which is going to be highly annoying. Highly annoying. So there's another Intimidate, and there is a Volt Switch. I did not see. I goofed. I didn't think that he was going to switch. And so now we have one loss. So now it is 5-6, and he sends in Twinkle. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. This star of a Pokemon. So I really need to overheat. I just need to overheat. I think that Mega Manectric was a really good move here, a really good move because of the Intimidate, and just about all Jirachis are physically offensive. So I can see that it is a Choice Scarf Jirachi because it outsped. So I actually went for the Discharge, and that's enough to nearly take out the Rotom Heat. And I go for another Discharge. That takes out the stupid Rotom. So now we are down to a 5-5 battle. So this is getting pretty exciting. Now, I decided to Volt Switch here. I probably should have went for the Discharge. So now in comes Chansey, taking some Stealth Rock damage. There's a Wish. So I would say that I've made 2 mistakes so far, quote-unquote mistakes. I should have gone for Discharge against this Wigglytuff, and I should have not switched Staraptor in to take a Volt Switch. That was just bad reading on my part. So Guildmaster gets some health back, plus the leftovers, and then minus some burn. So I go for a Seismic Toss. I think that I was actually stalling out the Wishes. I'm not quite sure what was going on. This is a very, very bulky battle here. That crit almost took out Chansey. I'm so glad it did not. So this battle is going on and on. And so Chansey used Wish again. This is a bit of a stall here because I can't... Here's the issue. First of all, this thing is very, very specially bulky. So Cofagrigus isn't going to hurt it very much. Goodra is not going to hurt it very much. Mega Manectric is not going to hurt it very much. In fact, Mega Manectric is actually going to help it with the competitive boost. So I'm not going to switch in Mega Manectric. I'm going to keep Chansey in here, and I can't switch Crocodile in for free. I can't switch Crocodile in for free at all because it could just go for Dazzling Gleam, and then I'd be stuck again. So, and I wasn't willing to sacrifice Crocodile for anything particularly. So there's another Wish. I wasn't counting the Wishes. This is going to go for just a few more turns longer before someone makes a switch. So there's a Seismic Toss onto the Guildmaster. Is that enough? It is not, because Wigglytuffs have a lot of health. So there's a Toxic now. But Wigglytuff finally gets enough health to survive a few hits, and there's a Toxic. So now Chansey is being on a timer, and the Heal Bell is not really doing a whole lot for me because Wigglytuff can just do it again. So now Twinkle comes in as I go for Heal Bell. That was a very, very interesting play. Twinkle goes for the U-turn. And so he goes back, and who comes in? None other but the I can't think of the name. Fortress. Fortress comes in, and what is Fortress going to do? Probably set up something. So here is Goodra. And what is Goodra? Goodra is just a Volt Switch. Great, just great. Because now Justin has a perfect opportunity to switch in his Glalie. So Glalie already outspeeds Goodra because I don't think this Goodra was speed invested. And here's the Mega Evolution. Mega Glalie is looking like he's ready to just crunch into everything, but he goes for a return, and that just destroys the Goodra. I didn't have a very good switch. I figured that my best opportunity here was just to let Goodra go down. That was a misplay on my part, not predicting Glalie to come in. But anyway, so, and then my next mistake is I forgot about Ice Shard. My next mistake is that I forgot that Mega Glalie, in all of its glory, gets priority. And so I said, you know what, he's a physical attacker, I'm going to intimidate this guy. So now this battle went from a 5-5 to a 5 versus 5 to a 3 versus 5. So things really are looking bad here. Very, very bad. So that's not going to do too much. And now, all of a sudden, we are back to this normal Guildmaster versus Chansey stall. Because I still don't have a way to handle this Wigglytuff. That's the bad thing. Especially because, you know, it's a special wall, and I really just can't touch it. And now all that's left are special attackers. The Crocodile is gone, and the Staraptor is gone, so all that's left is Chansey and 2 special attackers. So this isn't going very well. And now, Guildmaster is going to protect, because I go for a Seismic Toss, and there's some more health back. So, so basically for the end game is, well, actually, Guildmaster is going to be another long stall because we can't touch each other. So finally, I switch, and I decide to switch into Magnetric at this point in time because, well, yeah, the Intimidate is a pretty bad thing. But I predicted him to not go for an attack this turn. I predicted him to attack. So now we are back to square one, except now Wigglytuff has a competitive boost. So that's really annoying. So here comes a Discharge. Bob, okay. Dazzling Gleam. Let's see how much this does. It kills Mega Magnetric. So now Mega Magnetric is gone. Now this is a 2 versus 5. So this battle is just not looking very good. All that's left are 2 walls. And let's see what happens here. Chansey comes back in. And I believe that the Guildmaster goes for a some more Wish Stalling. No, it goes for Toxic. So now Chansey is Toxic, and this is not looking good for me. So we have some more stalling and such. Okay, and now at this point, the Wigglytuff goes back, comes up, and out comes Pacific. And all I can do to this Manaphy is Seismic Toss it. Toxic is not going to save me here. This Manaphy can set up so quickly. See, there's the Tail Glow. Now he's times 2.5 special attack. That's 3 stages. So I'm trying to avoid the inevitable. I go for Wish. And there's some more health back. I really should get myself a Manaphy, in all honesty. So this is basically the end game here. Manaphy found an opening to come in and set up 2 Tail Glows now. Now he's at max special attack times 4, and then we can just clean up. That'll just be 2 Scalds. So I guess what really did me in the end was this Manaphy having knockoff. That was a big factor in the stalling with Chansey, and another big problem is the competitive Wigglytuff was able to use the Intimidate from Staraptor and from Mega Magnetric, so that was a pretty big issue. I still think I played fairly well. I was able to heal Bell the burns away. I was able to keep Pokemon fairly healthy. I definitely sacked Mudra, which wasn't a very good thing. But anyway, Justin, you played phenomenal, and you have an amazing team. So good luck in the rest of the season. And thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a comment below telling me what you enjoyed. Also, give me some tips, because Justin has had a really great matchup. Let me know what you guys would have done, like whenever the Glalie came in. I didn't really feel like sacking anything, and I let Goodra go down. But let me guys know what you would have done, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.